Texas. Joe Bowling, Freddie Herrera alongside, and we are ready to go with this playoff game between Agua Dulce and San Perlita. And Freddie, first and foremost, these two teams know each other in the postseason.
Exactly. Well, they know each other in the postseason because they saw each other in bi-district round last season with the 4-point winner for Agua Dulce. Now, they did see each other earlier in the year in December when we had our Falfurious tournament. So, again, very familiar opponents, very familiar with what they have and who they have to stop.
Of course, the last time that San Perlita was playing in Falfurious, it was in the high school gym, which is just up the street, but it was this. It was the Megan Kinney show, and Freddie, she put on a show, and you were there to broadcast that game as that was going on.
Yeah, she put up 32 points in a loss. Imagine if they would have won, but Falfurious was a bit too much for them that night, and but Megan did put down 32 points. We talked to Coach Magana, and he had great things to say about senior Megan Kinney. So again, it's going to be a good ride. A good game tonight. Both teams ready. We did talk to the head coach, Coach Jason Chavez of Agua Dulce, and he said there's two or three major players that he has to make sure to stop. Is Megan Kenny one, and number 15, Alia Garcia. And she's only a sophomore. So if a head coach wants to stop a sophomore, she's a baller.
Garcia coming off her last game in the regular season, which was a play-in position game that was broadcast on Saturday. She was our Hacienda player of the game as she came out with all cylinders firing. Megan Kinney right behind her, two players in double figures, and they won. Again, it's a senior-heavy team as far as the talent on the floor for San Perlita. Yes, they've got some youth, and there's going to be no shortage of quality talent coming up. But the seniors, we talked to Coach Munguia. He said they've got a different approach to this year compared to anything he's seen as far as this postseason.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that he did mention is you never know coming into any game what's going to happen. You just go out there, and he did mention that the seniors this year that were juniors last year, they have that taste in their mouth of losing that game last year.
Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll break this down for you. We're 2:40 away from the opening tip-off. The Agua Dulce and San Perlita bi-district game will continue right after this.
To developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale, contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get the best-selling vehicle in America, a 2019 Ford F-150 for just 0 interest for 72 months, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0 money down. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get a 2019 Ford Ranger Crew Cab for just $26,977 and get 1.9% interest for 72 months. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias, su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get a 2019 Ford Ranger Crew Cab for just $26,977 and get 1.9% interest for 72 months. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
We are back here during the pregame show. They're announcing the two teams to the audience. We were trying to get our roster set, as I forgot about that postseason roster transformations that happened. But we're ready to go. Freddie, you ready? And again, the playoffs are here. I can beat a dead horse to death, and that is fans are asking, hey, are you going to cover this game? You're going to cover that game? You're going to cover this game? We're at the game is funded.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the name of the game, and you know what this is all about when we're trying to do this.
Yeah, when we got to travel and we got to make sure that everything's taken care of. But we're going to give you a great broadcast today as Agua, Dulce, and San Perlita, the Lady Trojans, give you some playoff basketball, two-way by-district round as the girls all over the state of Texas, of course, are a week into playoffs with the boys' side. Next week starting their playoffs as they end their season tomorrow, Tuesday. And then we don't know because there's going to be probably some playing games in the boys' side to determine playoff seeds.
Well, we do have some bonus coverage coming for you fans. It's going to be on Wednesday night. We do know that. The district on the boys' side that involves these teams as far as the San Perlita district goes. We know that San Isidro is taking on La Villa, and that's the first of a three-way playoff for the final two spots in the district. Once you get past the game on Wednesday, then everything switches over to Saturday, and that's at San Perlita. And so you have La Sara, La Villa, and San Isidro, three teams playing for two spots in the playoffs. And I always like it as bonus coverage for us, and we don't have to play the playoff fees.
Yeah, tell me about it. But And that's the way sometimes it rolls, where these teams, I know Foul Furious is also in, I talked to Coach Ed Perez on the drive up here, asking him where the middle school was, because I forgot where the middle school was, because normally when they have their tournament, it's at the high school gym, and then the junior high gym, or their auxiliary gym, they're in that same area on Jersey Lane. But he did mention that there's some scenarios in their end, too, as far as who comes in and who doesn't. He has to make sure that he wins tomorrow night. So as we get tip-off.
We welcome you to our broadcast here, and the tip-off is controlled by the San Perlita Lady Trojans. They're in the white uniforms with the red trim. They're working on the outside. Quick three on the way. They've been willing to shoot threes in a hurry, which is something we've seen this team develop into. Get an offensive rebound. Kick it out for another three. This one is off the mark. Another offensive rebound. They'll get a third look on the first trip down. Lady Trojans in the white uniforms. Again, that's Megan Kinney out on top. She scored 32 points last time she was in Foul Furious. Hands it off for a three. Bang! Alyssa Nieto.
And that's one thing that they're going to have to come up to the perimeter to make sure that they get those three-pointers off the three-point line.
Back here, the ball belongs to the Lady Trojans after a turnover. Here comes Megan Kinney down the left-hand side. Beats him down court. Lays it in. Quick 5-0 game with San Perlita on top here.
Now, we did talk to Coach Galvez, and that's one of the major girls that they're going to have to key on is Garcia alongside Kenny.
The score's 5-0. We'll get those scores updated for you here on the fly, my friends, as we are right now trying to figure out why our score cam is gone haywire on me. $5-0 ball game. There's a travel called. So all right, we got the clock working, but the scoreboard's not. It's gonna make me work a little bit extra here.
I guess shut one down.
One at a time.
That one off the mark. That was number 23, excuse me. That was Nieto again, shooting from the outside. Up in the front court.
I'm going to hand it over to you for just a second while I fix this, all right? You got it.
Down low. Brings it back up to the top. There's Garcia inside, back outside. Free throw line. Swings it, three-pointer. That one off the mark. And wrestled, actually jump ball called as Kenny and Ramirez get tangled up, and it's a out-of-bounds play for Agua Dulce.
Hang in there, fans. We'll get this score out of your way in a real quick hurry.
And Kenny's called for a foul. She tried to reach in there.
Freddie in no way was looking to do play-by-play when he arrived here, my friends. This will all get out of your way here in just a second.
Right side. That was Perez inside, and a foul called. And that one on Leah Garcia. And we'll send to the line Megan Breast. Go to the line for two. Misses the first one.
There's your home score, my friends. Here comes the visitor score.
Man, that one rattles in and out. Rebound. And keeping the possession alive. Agua Dulce back inside again. Breast missed and she puts two inside. And again, jump ball, that will go the other way. So San Perlita, the Lady Trojans, have a 5-2 lead here early on. Beta, as they put pressure, and that one is a kick ball. teams, as Nieto looks, three-pointer from the corner. That one a little long, misses. That was Nieto. Driving in, backing out. That's Vera. Vera swings it. Inside. Vera jump shot misses.
And we got it. 5-2 ball game, and another steal by Agua Dulce after giving up the early lead. They seem to be settling in and matching the intensity on the defensive level, Freddie, and that's what you got to do. You got to sustain an early run, and then you got to regroup.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that the coaches did talk about, that they need to make sure that if they make a run, they don't get complacent. They do what they got to do to come back into the game.
Stay in striking distance at the very least. Ball on the outside as they're working now inside. There's a jumper on the way. That's off the mark. Long rebound. It caroms out to Giselle Perez. Perez goes back inside. They're posting up Megan Bress. Missed that shot. Megan Kinney gets a rebound. Instantly pushes it down the right side. Nice pass over to Rojas. Lay it in.
And that's what you're going to get from Kenny. Kenny sees the court. She is very, very savvy with the ball, knowing where her teammates are.
Lady Trojans are up 7-2 halfway through the first quarter. Agua Dulce with the ball. Lady Longhorns get it in the paint. That shot won't go. No good. Rebound tipped up. They'll get an offensive rebound. They've got a couple of extra looks. Last couple of trips down. Got to put something on the scoreboard, though, and try to get right back in this game. Nice pass inside to Bress. Has that one blocked out of bounds.
Nieto inside, making her presence known inside as Nieto swats that one away.
She recognizes that they're going inside right now. They're trying to post up Megan Bress, the Longhorns are, and she came over on help defense. Bress to inbound the ball into a double team. That's a tough pass. It's deflected out of bounds.
That was right under the basket. Ball. Yeah, that was right under the basket. They're going to have to do a better job in making sure that they get some clean looks at the basket, in front of the basket, and not behind.
Two players were right there defensively on the money. I think our shot on the way off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound is secured. That banker won't go either. Again, the looks are there. There's a steal. Another shot, point blank range. That won't go. The ball goes out of bounds. And Agua Dulce, you look down, you say, hey, if we get 4 or 5 shots on a trip, they should be producing some points.
Yeah, and it hasn't happened, Joe. It's for them, they've been able to get the offensive rebounds, but not been able to put it in the basket.
Outside, they'll work it to Kenny. Wants a three. Answer there is no. Rebound by Agua Dulce, but it's stolen, and Rojas gets inside. That won't go, but Karime Rojas to the free throw line. Senior, Rojas. Senior, Kenny. Yeah, they've got some players that are out there playing.
Nieto is another senior. Rojas is a senior, like you mentioned. Garcia, Modesto Garcia, who comes off the bench. So, again, they do have some young ladies that
are playing with that extra intensity.
Yeah, that little extra kick because of what happened last year, that 4-point game defeat.
And for those three, there is no such thing as, we'll get them next year.
Yeah.
This is next year. It's here. Rojas next free throw. That's too strong. Quick rebound. Agua Dulce will control it. On one end, you're looking at they're trailing by 5. On the other end, they've had plenty of chances on the offensive end. Here's a three on the way. Answer there is no. Long rebound secured by San Perlita. And this is Marissa, or check that, that's Jasmine Rodriguez. Rodriguez in the paint. Missed that one. Rebound secured by Mallory Calvez, and then a foul's called in the backcourt.
That's Kenny's second foul. She can't get in foul trouble early on. If she gets her third one here in this first quarter, what's gonna be of Coach Munguia?
That's their heartbeat, if you will. I've called that before on games. Here's a steal by Rojas. Over to Kenny, right-hand side. Takes the contact. That'll be a blocking foul. And that was dangerously close to her picking up her third foul. Megan Bress knew that. She got back, just got there a little late.
And I think that's Bress's first foul or second foul, if I'm not mistaken.
Got her for none. So
okay.
It is her second, though. I just looking up there.
It is their second. Yeah, his team foul.
Kenny's first free throw is good. 6-point lead for San Perlita. Their substitutions coming into the game. They'll allow one in right now as Aaliyah Garcia checks in for San Perlita. The other will check in for the shooter, which is Megan Kinney. So Coach Munguia is not
risking
taking a chance.
not taking a chance of Kenny.
Someone just tried to check us. I did say that Megan Kinney, Modesta Garcia, and you did confirm Karime Rojas, the only 3 seniors we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Someone saying Nieto, we know that. We're good. Thank you for the heads up. 3-pointer on the way by Agua Dulce. Count that. Giselle Perez.
Perez is senior, and she's making sure that they keep them close inside.
That's Garcia off the rim, no good. Rebound outside to Jasmine Rodriguez. Missed that. Now they'll fire it further out beyond the arc. Off the dribble, this is Alicia Nieto. Miss it. Nieto got the rebound. Took some contact there. The outlet pass as Sam Perlita secures it again. Out to Aaliyah Garcia, over to Nieto. 3 seconds in the lane. We'll turn it over.
Yeah, I was wondering there if Nieto was going to get out of the lane after she got that rebound. And I think they did call it. No, they called it on Ramos. Excuse me.
Agua Dulce will have the ball. They'll bring it up. Modesta Pena will bring it across the timeline. Has it poked away. Hey, right now while we got to pause in the action, I want to thank Laguna Madre Bates. If it weren't for their contribution directly towards this game, we wouldn't have made the trip to Falfurrias. The UIL charges us $200, and then by the time you factor in everything else, Freddie, minimum about $325 to cover a playoff game, and they did not blink an eye. We're going to help promote the kids. Our thanks to Laguna Madre Bates. What fans will see is there's a couple of ads that are running. South Padre Island, Hacienda Ford, EDC for San Benito. Those are sponsors that kick in for an annual, but they still don't kick in contributions for playoffs. We guarantee our corporate sponsors they'll be in the playoffs, but it doesn't necessarily mean we'll be at the playoffs. Exactly. We had options of going audio only, which didn't work so well in football, but we did it.
Well, you know what? It did for the most part, but again, it's one of those things where people have grown accustomed to what Real Sports Live is doing. That's a nice steal, and all the way back for Nieto. Yeah, they get used to watching the games, exactly. And then when we do go audio, it's like, hey, we're giving live coverage. I've even fans comment, so have you. Hey, I thought you were going live. Yeah.
Well, I listen to the radio. It's live when I'm listening to the Houston Astros games, when the Dallas Cowboys are on and I'm on the road. I'm listening to it. But, yeah, our thanks again to Laguna Madre Bates. They stepped up and said, we'll do it. Now, earlier today, the concession stand in Santa Rosa said, hey, Santa Rosa boys make a run, and they're in the playoffs. We want to sponsor them, so they're covered. And by the way, San Perlita boys is also covered by the Booster Club right now for at least one round. Here's a steal, quick pass ahead, banker up, no good. Rebound by Agua Dulce. So immediately we have 3 teams that we are going to cover in the playoffs, and then it comes into the conversation where other teams are going to start saying, well, why aren't you covering us? You're being biased. It's not a bias, my friends. It's a sponsored.
It's a business.
So we have 5 different systems I could put into play tomorrow. Freddie could be 6, and he knows this. But again, we don't dictate the fees. If we did, it wouldn't cost a penny. Nieto
travel.
Yeah, travel before she got the layup. I'm gonna get off that. I think I've said enough. But it is what it is on this fee thing, and. If the kids don't get covered, it's because of the fact we can't get the sponsorship, and that's the sad part, Freddie. I've talked about that at length.
Advertising is what brings everything into play. Congratulations, Joe, of course, on the sports tab and getting that up and running. Of course, you got some great guys doing the newspaper in Kevin Naro and those guys doing what they do best, writing and. So not only do you have live coverage, but you have some.
Got the print coverage covered too. Yeah, 100,000 copies coming out in March of Real Sports Live in print, and so we are excited about that, and I can't wait to roll out the next edition. Here's a shot on the way at the buzzer. This will count, and it won't go. 1 quarter in the books. San Perlita leads this one 10-4. Freddie Heredia to my left-hand side. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. We're in Falfurrias at the middle school. Bi-district playoff. San Perlita leads Agua Dulce. This is Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get the best-selling vehicle in America, a 2019 Ford F-150 for just 0 interest for 72 months, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0 money down. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Palmview, Alton.
We are back here after the quarter break. In the second quarter, Agua Dulce has the ball in the back court. Firing a pass ahead, open, Banker is up and in.
The intensity for both teams here in the second quarter. Defensively, they're going to have to make sure that both teams understand that whatever shot they take, they got to take advantage of making sure they get the offensive rebound and not get complacent there where it was a long pass into the front court and an easy bucket for Agua Dulce.
By the way, they took that three-pointer away from Giselle Perez in the first quarter and awarded her with 2. And so then we had this second quarter. Now the score's right, 10-6. We had it at 10-5 there, but it is a 10-6 score, and just on my stat program. So just a personal note. Karime Rojas catches that, misses in traffic. Rebound, and here comes Agua Dulce. Leah Signs. Signs has a player on the left-hand side, finds her, Banker, good.
Peña with 2 there inside. It was a 2-on-1 situation there. Got inside.
A rare case in which you see San Perlita beaten down court. Nice cut through the lane. Banker up and in by Aaliyah Garcia. Lady Trojans' first 2 points of the second quarter.
Talked to Coach Calvez, and he said that this program of San Perlita has come a long way since Coach Manguia took over.
Missed, and look at the speed of Megan Kenny. Right down central, lay it up, countered all day. Kenny now with 5 points in the game. Joins Lisa Nieto with 5 each. Agua Dulce, they'll lose her dribble, and in trouble is Marissa Peña. Fires that somehow, finds Mallory Calvez. Go inside, nothing there. They'll back it back outside and step back for a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound by Megan Kenny. Whistles a pass ahead. Rojas will never catch that.
And that's one thing that we learned from Megan Kenny. Kenny will go inside to get the rebound. It's very seldom that you see a point guard or a shooting guard go and follow and get a rebound to get it up in front in the front court.
Talking to someone just yesterday, I said she's got 2 speeds. She has go and stop. And go is go real fast, but stop is when you tell her to go to sleep at night. Anything from the bus till you get here through the game is go, and it's an all-intense effort every trip up and down the court. Foul called in the paint, and Agua Dulce will earn a trip to the line. 10-4 ball game after the first quarter. We're in the second here. Each team scoring 4.
That was on Rojas.
Karime Rojas picks up her first foul. Free throw attempt misses by Marissa Peña. Spread the wealth as far as scoring for Agua Dulce. Peña with 2, Mallory Calvez with 2, Megan Bress with a couple, and Giselle Perez with 2. We thought she hit a 3, but they gave her a 2. Must have been a toe on the line.
Yep, towing the line there.
Substitution checks in for San Perlita. Rudy Zamaripa changes the quarter. Thank you very much. Free throw no good. Rebound by Karime Rojas for San Perlita. Gets it to Kenny. Kenny takes it left side, fires a pass outside. It's a 15-foot mid-range jumper that won't go. Rebound in the paint. San Perlita secures that. Get it out to Aaliyah Garcia at the free throw line. Out to Kenny. That's a 3. No good. Rebound by Megan Brest.
Agua Dulce is doing a great job getting inside and getting those rebounds. Those defensive rebounds and not allowing San Perlita to get second chance points.
It's one thing you have to do on that end is You have a team that likes to get up and down the floor, but you certainly don't want to give them extra chances if they do get set up in a half-court set. Rojas catches, puts it on the floor, dribbles into a double team, steps it outside to Megan Kinney, and she'll reset the offense. Right side to Nieto. Over it goes to Garcia. Long three on the way, and no good. Rebound in the paint. That pinball's off 3 players. Now a jump ball will be called on the possession change. Stay here.
We got an out-of-bounds play again. Inside. Bress is doing a good job for Agua Dulce, trying to get in front of.
They're going to call a foul on Modesta Garcia, trying to set a screen on that inbound play against San Perlita. So Agua Dulce ball, they're down by 6. Pressure in the backcourt. That whistle is blown. A foul will be called on San Perlita. I thought it was a travel. Araceli Nieto was called for the foul.
And that right there puts them over the bonus, and a 1-and-1. So Agua Dulce for the rest of the quarter for 5 minutes and 20 seconds. They're going to shoot some free throws after every what does that do, Joe, as far as with the fact that San Perlita likes to run up and down the court?
It slows the pace. It slows the pace, and it takes the ebb and flow of a ball game away. Because anytime you can get off to the races, you want to do so, as is the case here off a missed free throw. Kinney coast to coast. How about that? Layup good.
She's not afraid to go inside, and I said it over and over again when I did that tournament here in Falfurrias. She is, and a steal there.
Steal by San Perlita. Get it to Kinney. San Perlita spreads the floor. Get it out to Rojas. Rojas in the paint. Off the glass on that one. Missed. Rebound is secured by Agua Dulce, but a jump ball. It'll be Longhorn basketball, and they'll substitute in the ball game right now. Yeah, you go back to that when you get to the team foul situation, you put people at the line early, and you're a team that likes to run. It just slows the pace down, and it also takes away the advantage that sometimes is gained by you can at times just steamroll a team and have them so out of breath at the end of quarters. There's a 3 that's up and in. That's a needed shot, and Mallory Calvez drops it in.
That right there makes it a 5-point game with 4:32 left.
Outside for Kinney, trying to answer, misses. Long rebound out for Agua Dulce. They'll track it down. Then the whistle blows in the backcourt. There'll be a timeout called. Agua Dulce will talk it over. We'll be right back after this.
And far. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit vtx1.net to find out more.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, 4:24 left here in the first half. Ready to my left-hand side. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Agua Dulce down 5, still within striking distance, and it's their ball.
A home away from home. I've covered foul sports past couple of years since joining Real Sports Live, and it's they got some great facilities, and they're always have an open door for us.
As we came here, we were discussing traditionally baseball upper level, and I think this year again they'll be the same. Here's a 3 for the Lady Trojans. Heard anything about their baseball program early on this year, Freddie?
Not yet, but of course one of their stars in basketball is of course their senior catcher. And again, I don't know how long he's going to be out because again they might have a run at playoffs, state playoffs in basketball. So, well, we won't see them till later on. But yeah, they're expecting some good things from that team from Falfurrias coming out of here. I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name. I know I've covered them and I've been here before. And
when you deal with a number of schools, we do. It's okay, Freddie. Nieto off the drive, misses that. Garcia couldn't get the rebound, taken away by Calvas for a moment. San Perlita takes the outlet pass away, and then they'll travel.
Turnovers, and it hasn't been too many turnovers in this first 2 quarters. So
Agua Dulce will get the ball in. Good feeling if they score here, get it to a one-possession game, they may be here all night long with an opportunity down the stretch. Baseline moves. Foul called, and Marissa Pena will head to the line.
Now that one is on. That was on Nieto, and is that Nieto's first?
That's her second of the game.
Well, that's her second.
Meanwhile, chance at the free throw line, and this is an opportunity here to score uncontested. And she misses them both. Offensive rebound by Brest, and Megan Brest will be fouled. So Megan Brest got inside of Modesta Garcia. Garcia picks up a quick second foul. 2 fouls isn't so bad, but 3:25 left in the first half. You do hold your breath a bit if you got 2 fouls.
Looking at their roster, talking about baseball. Of course, Ramos, the center fielder, who is coming back, their senior.
Missed free throw, outlet pass is thrown away. Calvez has it in the open court. Spins it over to Vera. Vera swings it right-hand side, stays with the dribble. Now kicks it out for a 3 by Calvez. Made one earlier, misses this one. Rebound by San Perlita. Outlet pass to Kinney down the right-hand side. Kinney, cross-court pass. That's a tough pass. Shot missed. Garcia right there, put it up, no good. Got another offensive rebound. Throws it out. Tracked down by Nieto. San Perlita will reset it. Nieto between the 2 circles, hands it off to Kinney. Under 3 to go here in the first half of play from Foul Furious by district action here on the playoff side. Pass to Nieto. Top of the key it goes. Off the move is Garcia. Lets that go. No good. Tries to track her own rebound down. It goes out of bounds. That's touched last by Agua Dulce.
And you see the intensity here with 2:38 left. They're going after every ball inside. But they're getting those second chance points.
It's been 16-11 for a considerable amount of time here. Kinney stays on the dribble. Right-hand side. Flips it outside, and Nieto will be called for steps.
The gentleman I was looking for was Brad Ainsley. Brad Ainsley, a senior. I know he's a senior basketball player, but he's also going to be ready to play his senior year on baseball.
It's no stretch just to step out on a limb and say they're top level.
Yeah, they are
in this area. Rojas with a catch there in traffic, and she'll get fouled. That's just the 4th team foul against Agua Dulce here in the first half of play.
And we've been at this lead, at 5-point lead for San Perlita. And you mentioned, Joe, if they can make it a 1-possession game and still keep it and go into the half with a 1-possession game, down 1 possession, you don't
count out Agua Dulce for sure. Rojas off the dribble with a good ball fake, takes it inside, got fouled, and she'll get to the free throw line. On one hand, you're saying on the Agua Dulce side, we've got a lot of stops. We've held them to 16. On the other side, you're looking for that point production. You got to get something out of that to complement that defensive pressure.
Yeah. As Karime goes to the line for 2, and the senior, nice up fake there.
And missed her first 2 free throws of the ball game, secures that one. She's got 3 points in the game. Leading scorer Megan Kinney leads all scorers here in this ball game with 7 points here in the first half. Rojas now with 3, looking for another, and won't get it there. 6-point game. Vera has it, overhead pass. Had Calvaz there, steps into a 3. Won't go. Offensive rebound, though. Put that up and in. Marissa Pena right there on the spot. 4-point game. Here comes Kinney. Down the middle. Swings it outside to Garcia. Pulls the trigger from 15. That's short. Got her own rebound. Muscles it up. Inside. Lay it in.
That was Garcia on a smaller signs getting that rebound. and an up and under.
Ball in the hands of Agua Dulce. They'll stay out wide, top of the key. That's an open three. Answer there, no. Rebound in the paint. Pinball's out. Here comes Kenny. Kenny has a 3-on-2 at worst break. Bounce pass inside to Garcia. Missed it. Got her own board. Missed it again. Rebound by Agua Dulce's Mallory Calvaz. Calvaz takes it across the midcourt stripe. Needs some help. That deflects off a teammate, and out of bounds it goes.
6-point game. They did stretch the lead to 6 instead of 5. And we got about a minute left.
See if they go for one shot or if they go ahead and run the offense. Kenny on the right side to Garcia. Garcia with a jab step, gets it back outside to Kenny as we're under a minute to go here in the first half. Kenny on the drive, has it poked away. Rojas was right there. Now a loose ball and a tie-up as Marissa Pena and Rojas with the jump ball. Possession arrow, send Perlita. Lady Trojans led throughout this game, 10-4 at the end of a quarter. Megan Kenny has the ball. Stays outside. Finds Nieto, gets it back. Posting up is Garcia. They're posting her at the high side of the offense near the free throw line. Now she dips in on the blocks. They get it to her. Bank her up, no good. Rebound by Agua Dulce. Outlet pass. This is Marissa Pena. Pena takes it down the right-hand sideline, and she gets fouled on the sideline, stops the clock.
Yeah, that was Nieto, Araceli Nieto getting a foul. Now, Coach Magana, if he looks at what's happening on the offensive side, as Garcia gets the ball down low, she is considerably on somebody smaller. She's got Vera on her. So looking at that going into the half with 18.74 seconds, do they go back to it in the second half?
Yeah, they look at it. Now, Nieto, by the way, Araceli Nieto picks up her third foul. This free throw situation has been an issue. Pena hits 1 of 2 on the trip. But as a team, Agua Dulce from the line is 1 of 11 here in this first half of play. Here's a 3. Missed by San Perlita. Megan Kenny right there. Put it up. Count it in a foul. Kenny to the line.
Again, she's around the ball. She is making sure that she puts her team on her shoulders and getting that offensive board and putting it back in.
She's got 9 in the game after that made basket. Extends the lead to 7. Well, 7.5 seconds to go here. Megan Kenny, who's 1 of 1 at the free throw line. Short on that one. Rebound by Agua Dulce. 5 seconds. 4. Down 3. Ball kicked out of bounds. And with half a second left, San Perlita will get linked to the court. Can you throw it that far and get a shot away? We'll see.
We did
now they're going to
Kenny.
give it to Agua Dulce. That changes things. Quick catch and shoot. You can close out the half with a made basket. They'll look to get it in. Entry pass. Shot up and no whistle. Block shot. Halftime has arrived. San Perlita, Lady Trojans, leading this one
by 7.
Halftime has arrived. We'll be right back after this.
You to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get a 2019 Ford Ranger Crew Cab for just $26,977 and get 1.9% interest for 72 months. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are back here on Rio Sports Live, and yes, that is the middle school insignia here, the home of the jerseys. Foul Furious Junior High School in Foul Furious, Texas. Freddie Heredia to my left-hand side. I'm Joe Bowling. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. Elected to go on a break at halftime by zooming in on that. There is a crowd base across the way for the San Perlita faithful that made the trip up here, but halftime, 21-14. Freddie, you always go into the halftime break as a coach wanting to be able to look your players in the eye and say, we can win this game. In this case, there's things that can be done on both sides. We can win this game if you're a coach.
Yeah, and one of the things that for Coach San Perlita, for Coach Marco Magia, he's going to have to make sure that his girls understand not to have a repeat of last year. And the fact that they're up by 7 right now, knowing and understanding that they've been able to crash the boards and get some second chance points. Now for Calvez, you're talking to them, hey, we need some more intensity. We need to put the basket, the ball in the basket, plain and simple. We've missed so many shots inside, and second chance points, third chance points. That's been the difference. They've gone to the line. They've been to the line, and they've had, 1 of 11. You're shooting 9%. I mean that.
And you're
right
only
there,
down 7.
And you're only down 7. Exactly. You're leaving 20 something points there.
Some of those are on the 1-and-1 side, so you're definitely leaving points on the board when you look up at a close game.
And now for as far as 3-pointers, they're even. They've shot maybe one of two on both sides. Not very many 3-pointers shot up, but again, it's one of those things where if Agua Dulce wants to come back in this game, they're going to have to plain and simple put the ball in the basket.
The owners of Laguna Madre Baits are sitting across the way. Why are we here? Here's why.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Back here again, we do thank Laguna Madre Baits for being one of our sponsors here for this one. And when I say sponsors, they are the driving force behind the broadcast of this game here in Foul Furious. I'm with Freddie Heredia, who has been pushing the rock up the hill over in Eagle Pass, as I've been pushing it in the Rio Grande Valley, and sometimes that rock is a boulder. It's never a pebble. We're never carrying anything, and it's certainly never downhill slide, or it doesn't feel like it. And so when Laguna Madre Bates or anyone steps up and says, hey, I'll sponsor what you're doing, it's a big deal.
Yes, it is. And again, it's not only here in the Rio Grande Valley. It's also in the Laredo market, in the San Antonio market, and Eagle Pass market. And it's one of those things where you have to understand when parents can't travel, when they cannot go because it's Monday and it's 5 o'clock and the game's at 6 o'clock. Well, guess what? They can get off of work, or even if they're at work, they can watch the game. And of course, today's game is available on YouTube, Facebook, on Twitter. Is Real Sports Live has multi-platform. Nobody else. And again, once we get into the bigger games, those are going to be featured on Roku, on the VTX1.
Well, this one is tonight.
Yeah, so this is the featured game on so if you have Roku, you can actually go download the VTX1 app, and we're channel 2. So we're not an internet-based. You're looking at, yes, we're an internet-based, but we're also on a cable television.
Over the top. Over the top is what it's called, and you can certainly watch it. You know, we've opened up all these platforms, and it's it's a work in progress. It always will be and always has been. We'll take one more break when we come back. Second half, ready to go. Trojans of San Perlita lead the Longhorns of Agua Dulce. This is Real Sports Live.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get the best-selling vehicle in America, a 2019 Ford F-150 for just 0 interest for 72 months, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0 money down. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Bates, the home of when in
Come
Port
back here as
Mansfield.
we are,
Be sure to stop in
back
Laguna
to
Madre
action.
Bates, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2.
Take that off, and we'll get back to Laguna Madre. It is a travel call. We're in the third quarter. Freddie Herrera to my left-hand side as San Perlita leads by 7. You haven't missed any scoring here in this third quarter.
It's been a while since we've done a game together, man. It's been a long while.
Last basketball game you and I did together, I know what that was. That was we were covering Santa Rosa on a magical run.
Yeah, that's right. Over in Seguin.
Perez de Garcia has it poked away. Agua Dulce will have the ball. Now can they convert? That's what they were lacking. They were getting the ball, and that was taken away by Garcia. Spins it ahead to Rojas. Rojas beats everyone down court. Lay it up, count it.
Putting that pressure up at the top. That 2-3 defense for Coach is doing a good job here early on.
Makes it a 9-point game. Agua Dulce with the ball on the offensive end. Force pass inside, tipped away, off for the hands of the Lady Horns, and out of bounds it goes. San Perlita will get the ball.
Talked about the adjustments at the half. Didn't have the chance to talk to either coach, but the way we're seeing both teams come out, they're going to be pressing the ball and trying to make sure that they do what they got to do to put the ball in the basket.
This shot that time by the Lady Trojans. The rebound goes out of bounds. It's Agua Dulce ball. Now pressure in the backcourt by San Perlita.
We did not see too much of that in the first half.
Results in a turnover. Lady Trojans get the ball ahead to Rojas. Lays it up and missed it. Got her own rebound, though. Puts that up. Count it. Karime Rojas with 2 more. Timeout, or at least a whistle on the floor. 11-point game, 4-0 run by the, I knew a timeout was coming, Freddie. Back right after this.
They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get a 2019 Ford Ranger Crew Cab for just $26,977 and get 1.9% interest for 72 months. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Hola, les habla.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as two teams return to the court. Agua Dulce called that timeout. Coach Galvez saying, hey, we got to take care of this right now. Down double digits. Lady Trojans will turn it over on that. Anytime you call a timeout and you go after your troops saying, hey, we got to get this done, and you get a turnover, well, you got to build on that. Agua Dulce will have the ball now on the offensive end. Angelina Vera passes it off. Skip pass over to Calvez, takes it off the dribble. That pass is stolen. Rodriguez got her hands on it, tips it to Megan Kinney, and here come the Lady Trojans to send Perlita. Kinney back to Rodriguez, right side, banks it up, got it. Jasmine Rodriguez with two.
Kenny there, nice pass to get the cutting Rodriguez inside for the bucket.
Now a steal to a Garcia three. This will hurt. Count it.
Bangs it in for three. Extends the lead to 16 with 5:48. Just like that.
That's a 9-0 run by the Lady Trojans to send Perlita.
And the boyfriend's kind of happy up at the top.
Saw that. Celebrating. Ball in the hands of the Lady Longhorns, looking for their first points. Rojas steals that, gets it to Garcia. Garcia ahead to Rodriguez. Tries to finish on the left-hand side, eludes the defender, puts it off the glass, too strong. Rebound by Agua Dulce. Lady Longhorns. Calvez brings it across. Guarded by Kenny, lost her dribble. Gets it outside to Vera. Vera guarded by Rojas. Takes it right side. Gets it back, in the corner it goes. That ball's nearly stolen. Ball in the hands of Marissa Pena. Pena lost her dribble. Forced to pass between a couple of defenders. Jump ball coming up. Possession arrow stay here.
And again, we talked about it, what the adjustment was going to be. Well, guess what? The adjustment was putting more pressure on the ball coming up for Coach Magaña.
5:07 remaining here in the third quarter. Agua Dulce will inbound the ball. Find Angelino Vera, gets a shot away. That's off the mark. Rebound Karime Rojas for San Perlita. Rojas has Rodriguez, finds her, layup, good. Good vision that time by Karime Rojas.
Yeah, she saw her teammate Rodriguez cutting to the basket.
Now Kinney pokes it away. Another steal. 2-0. Count that.
Yeah, she's not going to miss many of those as they extend the lead here in this third quarter. And all off of the pressure at the top. Again, right there.
Another steal. Kinney dove, got up, caught the ball, lays it in. That's outright hustle. She's got 13. It's a 15-0 run by the Lady Trojans here in the third quarter.
22-point lead now.
And another steal by Kinney. Saves it back in bounds. Loose ball, jump ball, possession, San Perlita. And Leah Garcia just went down. While they attend to her, we'll be right back after this.
El alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you.
Back here, Leah Garcia went off under her own power to the side for the San Perlita Lady Trojans, and so we'll hope, as will all the fans on their side, that she returns to this game. Megan Kinney has the ball out to Karime Rojas. Rojas, bounce pass right side to Rodriguez, outside to Kinney. Back to Rodriguez, playing catch on that wing. That one's taken away. Agua Dulce had the ball. Still looking for their first points here of the second half. We're halfway through the third. That jumper won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It's off of San Perlita.
That was good ball movement over on the side on the half-court set for San Perlita. That comes to show that they're in sync right now in this third quarter. All the buckets are going in.
Ball inside to the Lady Longhorns. Okay, now you're down 22. You're to a point where you're going to have to start looking to score points most possessions, and you're going to need some stops to climb back, claw back, scratch back into this game. Rojas with a steal. San Perlita basketball. Get it to Kinney. One to beat. That's Vera. Got the shot away. Got fouled. Megan Kinney to the free throw line.
And again, looked up, saw Kinney was up in the front court, quickly getting it to her. She knows what to do. She drives and gets fouled as we got 3:24 left.
Anytime you're playing with a player that is a relief valve or release valve that's going to release and get off to the races, you're always looking up on that outlet pass. Megan Kinney hits a free throw. Kinney now with 14 points, 2 of 3 at the free throw line.
Not to mention about 5 or 6 rebounds too.
And 5 or 6 steals. Second free throw good. Agua Dulce ball. It's a 17-0 run by San Perlita here in the third quarter. Off the dribble. This is Veta. Got in the lane right side. Got fouled. She'll get to the free throw line. Angelina Veta.
Haven't seen much of her in that first, in the second half. She was guarding, for the most part, she was guarding Garcia at one point in that first half.
Veta misses the first one. She'll get a second.
Rodriguez and Ramos Rojas check out.
Second one is good. First point scored by Agua Dulce. They too have 3 seniors on this team. Everyone else are freshmen that have made a playoff run for Agua Dulce.
Young team.
Kenny passes it. That's stolen. Down the right side is Pena. Kenny nearly steals it back but tips it out of bounds. Yeah, you talk about a wide variety.
Yeah.
Senior, freshman, that's it.
That's it, yeah. You got 2 seniors in Pena and Bress, and then actually 3 in Perez, and then after that you got freshmen. You got 2 sophomores on the roster.
Garcia with the outlet pass. They find Nieto. Nieto doesn't have the numbers. On a secondary to Modesta Garcia, gets it back outside. This is Araceli Nieto. Nieto on the dribble. In the hands of Elisa. As a Nieto tandem out there right now at the guard spot for San Perlita Lady Trojans. There's a tip and another steal by Marissa Pena. Tips it into the hands of Renee Saenz. Saenz spins it outside for a 3. That's off the mark, no good. Quick rebound by San Perlita. Daniela Ramos has that taken away. Another steal by Marissa Pena. She's been active suddenly here in the third quarter with the steals. Agua Dulce, that'll be a travel. Pena, one of the lone seniors on this bunch, playing for Agua Dulce.
Want to send a shout out to Cesar Cantu, the IT guy that's in charge here at Falfurrias, for taking care of Joe as he came to set up for tonight's broadcast here.
No doubt about it. Not only did he take care of us, here's a 3 by Nieto. Not only did he take care of us, but they weren't in school today, President's Day. They were off. And he knew he wasn't going to be here, but he lined up the right individual to be here, who knew exactly what we were about, exactly what we were going to do, and it took Rudy and I all of 10 minutes once we got here to test it, and he said, "Wow, that was pretty easy." I said, "If they were all this easy, that would be something about this." But in this case, yeah, our big time appreciation.
Also to the AD, Perez.
Now their phones, they weren't. I was going. I had to go get the UIL approval first of all. I got that, and then Kendall's like, "Hey, make sure you get the okays from the schools." I said, "Yeah, I will." Said some of them are off school, so it's going to be difficult. So we got the Agua Dulce aside, and then it's like, okay, now Foul Furious. No one would answer their phone. Then suddenly, bang, bang, bang. 3 people answer the phone, and then Freddie's got me on a 3-way call. Layup good by Nieto. 2 more for San Perlita.
Yeah, they're very gracious host, and that inside, it was a good look inside by Nieto, the sophomore, looking inside to get it to Araceli Nieto, the junior. So the sisters.
Araceli misses it, but a putback Modesto Garcia. And San Perlita has taken what was a 7-point game and blasted out on a 21-1 run here in the third quarter. To now comfortably be in position to be eyeing a second-round game. It'll be Agua Dulce ball on the baseline.
Let's go, Horns, let's go.
We're in the third quarter. Lady Horns have just needed something on the offensive end. That one won't go. Long rebound comes out, and here comes Daniela Ramos. Nice pass ahead to Nieto. She'll lay it in.
The freshman Ramos, understanding she had somebody up in the front court and got the pass.
Agua Dulce basketball, work it on top. Back outside on the pass. Cross court, that's a dangerous pass. And it caroms out of bounds. Touch last by Agua Dulce.
Just a quick kind of visual that on the court, as Coach Magaña, he's putting in some of the freshmen because he has a big lead right now, giving them that court awareness and that court time, because it's different from being on the court in a live playoff game.
Playoffs are a different feel. It is. Shot won't go. Missed, and a rebound by Agua Dulce. Spinning out of there with that basketball is Renee Sines. Sines needs some help now in the back court. Now they'll work it up.
Well, same thing with Coach Chavez. I mean, he's brought some of his freshmen off the bench and into the game. So
Nieto with a rebound, fires a deep shot at the buzzer. It won't go.
Half-court shot, just a little short.
And the third quarter comes to an end. A dominating third by San Perlita. We'll be right back.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
37 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get a 2019 Ford Ranger Crew Cab for just $26,977 and get 1.9% interest for 72 months. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Back here, fourth quarter has arrived. I changed the scoreboard, so we're good. Freddie Heredia on my left-hand side. Did you see a 21-1 run coming up?
I know, I did not see that. But, again, Coach Magaña went and did the adjustments. They came out with pressure in that third quarter. And that third quarter, with that pressure, that full-court pressure, they were able to get that big lead.
Agua Dulce, nice backdoor cut. free throw opportunity coming. Leah Signs with a good backdoor cut and then a pass right on the money to give her a position to get to the free throw line.
And it's been pretty quiet as far as the fouls is concerned in this second half. 3 apiece, 3 team fouls apiece.
By the way, softball season is officially here on Rio Sports Live. We've got Rio Hondo and Lyford right now live from Rio Hondo.
Yeah, there was one in Eagle Pass. CC Wynn was going to play United tonight. And
I want to talk to you about that. That reminds me. I was going to talk to you about on the boys' side. On the basketball, the playoffs are starting to roll in. They've got some games to finish up this week. But 1-4. You better not sleep on the 4 seed coming out of that district this year.
No, you can't. It's either United South or LBJ. I know LBJ has Eagle Pass tomorrow to finish up the regular season, but you got United, you got Alexander, then you got United. You have Nixon, who again Nixon you can't get anything past him, and they've had some pretty the losses that they've had. Have been 1-point games against United. Have been their only game that they got really outscored was Alexander, and that was because they didn't have LJ on the court.
There was times that you looked at Nixon saying that is definitively the best team out of Laredo.
Yeah,
and they still could be, but they're going to come in probably a 3 seed.
Yeah, they're in the 3 seed. The 4 seed is still up for grabs between United South, the Panthers. They've got a good squad over there, and then LBJ is also. I think if we look at that scenario, even on the girls' side, I mean, you got some pretty good games coming up too on the girls' side. Yeah,
Clarissa Arredondo, who took first over there in the McCallum Memorial, as this one's got a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. That McCallum Memorial Nixon game, and she was saying, that's no 4 seed I'm looking at over there.
Exactly. And they got in Nixon also on the girls' side. They have a good group of seniors. They have a good.
Nieto has the ball for the Lady Trojans as they'll play catch out on top. A lot of the seniors, matter of fact, most of the seniors or the starters are now on the bench for San Perlita. Nieto tees up a deep 3. She's got that kind of range. Proves it right there. Count it. Elias Nieto. She's in double figures with 10. Now a foul called.
Yeah, Garcia got her hands up but leaned forward a little bit and got it on her hand.
Talking with Freddie Heredia as we are kind of dissecting the boys' playoffs and then the girls' playoffs at the 6A level.
Yeah, United on the girls' side. United took first, 11-1. United South and Alexander are fighting for that second seed, I believe, if I'm mistaken. And then Nixon United South and Alexander are second and third seed, and then Nixon in the 4th seed. So knowing the fact that all these, going back to the boys' side.
Miss shot there. Gets it outside to Nieto.
A lot of times they don't update the.
Those standings. It gets me. Ball in the hands of the Agua Dulce Lady Longhorns. Throw it over the top. Open 3 on the way. Answer there. Yes.
Bangs it
Valerie
in.
Calvez, another 3.
She got 8.
Calvez with 2 3-pointers now in the game.
Yeah, United and Nikki Rowe are on tonight.
It'll be a great game.
Defense! Rebound!
The thing about it, you have to. There's a jumper that's up and in.
Yeah, just inside the 3-point line, and she drilled that one.
Suddenly everybody hitting shots here in this ball game. Agua Dulce with the ball outside Calvez. Now in the corner. Here's a 3. Answer there. Off the mark. Long rebound. Nice job on getting the board, Megan Brest. Brest with the ball at the free throw line. Slips it outside to Perez. Looked for the entry pass and threw it away. Think about the Laredo teams this year. Traditionally they shoot the ball well.
From the outside, yeah.
This year they've got just enough inside presence to be scary good.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have some of the good teams in the Valley that again can play that tempo of game too, because they all 4 teams in Laredo out of District 29 6A all like to run up and down the court. Like they like to run and gun.
They get with it. Megan Kinney back in the ball game right now for San Perlita. Out to Rojas for a 3. That's off the mark. Long rebound out in the hands of Marissa Pena. Pena tries to outrun him down court. That's tough to do. She'll launch a 3 anyway and hit it.
Bangs it in from downtown. Pena
takes over the team lead in scoring, becomes the first player in double figures for Agua Dulce. Now a steal, loose ball in the front court, jump ball results, possession arrow, Agua Dulce. Now that's what we're seeing now is what I expected from the word go in the third quarter. Second half, though, there was an 8-minute span, 23-1.
Yeah.
San Perlita did what you see on the scoreboard.
Exactly, and a lot of that, there was a lot of pressure on the top for San Perlita. The Lady Trojans, knowing the fact that they had to extend their lead coming out of the locker room, they did that, and they have a comfortable lead right now with 4:09 left. Kenny at the top.
Kenny takes it right-hand side, hands it off. Rojas jumper, that won't go. Rebound in the paint by Agua Dulce. Nice outlet pass. Now they spread the floor. Now they push it ahead. Nice job on the right side. Lay it in. Count it in the foul to the line to Marissa Pena.
That foul on Zeller, Nancy Zeller, the junior, getting some time in. And fouled Pena. And she is getting ready for an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Pena with 12 points in the game. Misses the free throw. Rebound, outlet pass, Megan Kinney. Kinney still has to beat Calvez. Pulls up and shoots it right over her. Count that.
Nice jump shot, creating her shot. And that's one of the things that she can create her own shots. It's not
all layups.
Yeah, it's not all layups.
Agua Dulce with the ball on the offensive end. Looking for some cutters. Backdoor pass. Nice banker up and in.
Nice look inside from Mallory Calvez. Looking inside and getting the back door for Megan Bress. And she puts it in for 2.
The Trojans with the ball. It's kicked out of bounds off the hands of Megan Bress.
And Gutierrez in for Magaña, the freshman.
It'll be San Perlita basketball on the baseline. Second round of second round of playoffs begin as early as Friday.
Yeah.
So they may be right back at it.
That's usually the first round also of the boys' side.
They'll have play-in games this year because they're ending the season on a Tuesday. There's a steal. Right-hand side pass. Shot goes up. That won't go. Free throw opportunity coming up for Angelina Vera. Yeah, there's some. This year they ended on a Tuesday. There's play-in games or position games that'll be played. So those boys' playoffs won't begin until Monday officially, but doesn't mean we don't have games. We do. Wednesday, we got coverage. Saturday, we have coverage. And then we'll have established who's playing where on the boys' side. But by that time, the girls will be playing or completing their second round of the playoffs. The favorite.
Who's the favorite coming out of the Rio Grande Valley? If you're looking at,
well, if you look at our tab,
32.
our top 10,
right.
that's listed as teams that we expect to make the longest run in the playoffs. That's how we elected to vote on that top 10. And so right now the top team in the 6A level, Los Fresnos Falcons, and they've been dominating over there at the Class 6 level. Last year they were involved in that game against Nixon, and that group circled the game saying we want Nixon next year. Well, they got a shot at Nixon, but again, Nixon may not be the best team over there now. But you'll see in there in the tab we've got a top 10 on the girls' side and then a top 10 on the boys' side. So our top girls team right now, that was a coin toss the writers all voted for Harlingen, but Edinburgh is really strong right now. So if my vote, you saw they got a number 1 vote, right?
Yeah.
That was me.
That was you.
Because I thought Edinburgh was the top team. And they're just strong. They got an inside, a 6'2 presence inside, shooters and guards as well.
And again, that's at the 6A level. And then when you get down to the 5A level, to the 4A level.
Hidalgo's good. Hidalgo's real good in the Rio Grande Valley. Brownsville Jubilee is a sleeper team at a Class 3 level, which can make a run. That shot goes up and in, made by Giselle Perez. And this is a 16-7 fourth quarter for Agua Dulce.
What a flip-flop from what happened in the third quarter, but still a 20-point lead for San Perlita.
They were outscored by 22
in that third quarter.
There's your boys' top 10. You can see up on top we've got the Los Fresnos Falcons, but after that we go Pioneer. Pioneers is loaded at the 5 level, Class 5. And then we've got the
PSJ North. Santa Rosa, of course, always under the tutelage of Coach
Cipriano.
Yeah,
Johnny Cipriano.
Yeah, he's. I'm not going to compare him to Coach Pop, but as far as
in high school sports,
in high school, because he's a man of few words.
Pass by Kenny, extra pass to Rojas, layup good.
He's a man of few words when you talk to him. I got a chance to talk to him, but he's real quiet, and he lets the kids do the talking on the court.
Exactly. My team are my actions, are my words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were talking about that coming up here, that there's a certain element that you have to start factoring in when you get to postseason play, and that is talent, style, and mystique.
Yeah, exactly.
Santa Rosa brings all 3 when you get to the postseason. Rudy made a run as a player in the state semifinal, he made it to the state semifinals.
Steal there.
Another steal by Agua Dulce. Another layup, count that too. Giselle Perez. Minute to go. Agua Dulce finishing strong here in this game. San Perlita with the ball outside. That's a whistle. That'll stop play.
So you got Hidalgo on the girls' side. You got Hidalgo on the boys' side. Both in the top 10.
Yeah, Hidalgo. They won that district, but coming on strong is just off our poll list is Port Isabel, which knocked off Hidalgo by 20. The week that we released that, they're like, yeah, we did that.
San Perlita, of course, they also have a good group of guys.
Highest ranked team in the state in the Rio Grande Valley, returning from a team that made it to the regional tournament last year. And our core players are back, and then the young players are getting better. Layup missed that time by the Lady Trojans. The ball goes out of bounds. By the way, the Trojans boys team has been sponsored, so we'll be covering them in the playoffs, and it looks like they may be playing Agua Dulce as well. Agua Dulce still has to take care of business. They have one final game remaining tomorrow. There's a 3, count it.
Peña got hot in the second half.
She's got 11 points here in the fourth quarter alone.
Yeah, and she's
Lady Trojans with the basketball, making Kenny dribbling it out, and San Perlita. By districts, our history, they are 53-36 victors here in this one as they secure the win.
Making Kenny a quiet 17 points, but I think from our standpoint, she's our Hacienda Has It player of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I mean, she was able to come out and do the job of what Coach wanted to do and have that full court pressure. And she was a presence on the defensive end also to make sure that she got those possessions and those easy buckets on the other end.
In the third quarter, it was a 23-1 run. A bunch of that was a result of the play of Megan Kinney.
Yeah.
She scored points, but she was also diving on the floor, bouncing up, getting the ball in position, moving the needle forward.
Yeah, exactly.
And getting the victory. Again, it's a group of 3 seniors for Agua Dulce as Marissa Pena, Megan Brest, and Giselle Perez all say goodbye to their careers. But everyone else that was on the floor were freshmen. Well, there's a couple of sophomores. Angelina Vera and Christine Garcia are sophomores. But for the most part, you're looking at a ton of experience developed for Agua Dulce, and the way they closed out that fourth quarter on a 21-9 run. Oh, by the way, when the starters were in the game for San Perlita, you got to build on that. For the San Perlita Lady Trojans, though, it's move on, advance, and get ready for most likely Weimar in the second round.
Well, I guess we'll check that. We'll check that and see it is if it's Weimar or not in the second round, depending on what they did, right?
Well, they won their district, and so they're the favorite taking on a 4 seed in the first round game in the bi-districts. So that's why it looks like you never say say it can't happen, because it can
happen. Exactly.
So again, Coach Munguia over there talking to his troops, and they lost here by 4 last year in the bi-district game, and they circled this one. It was one of those, goal is get there, goal 2, win that bi-district game, and now you set your sails on loftier goals and see how far you can run this.
Yeah, exactly, and that's one of the things that we did talk to Coach Munguia before the game, and we were talking to him as we were getting some insight, and he did mention, he goes, they have a chip on their shoulder. They want to make sure they don't have a repeat of last year. They want to come in and do their job, and that's what they did. They came in and did their job. In the second half, Coach Munguia went into the locker room, said, hey, girls, we got to bring our intensity in the second half, and we did not see that pressure in that first half. We saw it in the second half as far as the full court press, and there you have it.
We're at the wrapping it up here. Freddie Herrera to my side and Rudy Zamaripa down there one more time. The reason why we were able to do this game right here.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Back here, Freddie Heredy's been busy looking at that bracket. What do you got, sir?
Yeah, on the top half, we got Fall City against Yorktown in that first round. Freer and San Isidro also. Weimar and Refugio. So that's the Weimar Refugio. They are going to be playing, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow? Doesn't give us the.
I'm pretty certain of.
It's tomorrow.
I'm 100% sure it's tomorrow.
So the winner here, of course, San Perlita will face the winner of Weimar Refugio, and then at the top, we'll see what Freer and San Isidro. I don't know what you've seen San Isidro throughout the season.
We saw him play in a play-in game against this San Perlita team. They were the 2 and 3 seeds respectively, with San Perlita getting the 2, San Isidro the 3. But they do have a mix of players that can mix it up. As a matter of fact, there are many in this district who are looking at this, saying this district where San Perlita and San Isidro reside, with the winner of the district for a second year, a dominating performance by Santa Maria, and this district is the favorite across the board to maybe run the table through the first round.
Well, and if we look at what's to come, we're looking at San Marcos, I guess, is the
regional tournament.
The regional tournament, not in Seguin. Now we go to San Marcos.
Yeah, let's go to. Well, that's where the 2 is. Yeah, that's right. We were in Seguin with Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa.
Yeah, Santa Rosa still goes to Seguin. That's Class 3, and there's a brick wall waiting for them there in Cole, but they'd like to get there and see what they do. Meanwhile, we'll just continue to cover the teams as they advance on and make our way. I'll scoop you up on the road trip right through there, Freddie.
Right. Well, we still have some teams out in that area. La Pryor is playing Harper. Thorndale out of the Austin area.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing North Silch in the first round. Mason is a team out in west or kind of north of 281, some up there. They play Sabinal. Sabinal is on 90.
Okay.
So again, you got some of those teams in that area. We didn't get to see any of those teams, but understanding, ladies and gentlemen that are listening, that are watching us, understand that we can do so much more. You have no idea how Joe has worked tirelessly with this and understanding what the internet age and the social media age of what you can do and what we can do if advertising comes across. I mean, you're talking about something that is going to cost you pennies on a dollar. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg for your business to be broadcasting and an event.
Millions of views now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a part that I always try to stress now. It's like we've already, I ran the analytics, we've already exceeded our best February, as this is our third February ever, and here we are on the 17th. We've already exceeded our best February, and by the way, that was over 500,000 minutes viewed last year, so this year we're on target for the month of February to be another million-minute viewed month on what we're doing. So yeah, it's hard to explain unless you're in the middle of it, but what you see is probably a tenth of what we could really produce.
Yeah, of course.
If we just had the right support and the right number of Laguna Madre baits, if you will.
Yeah.
The Hacienda Fords, and just the right mix that would say, let's really open this thing up and see what we could do. Freddie, again, has been climbing an uphill battle over in Eagle Pass, trying at the same time to get north to San Antonio and south to Laredo. But when he got in his car, anywhere he goes, my friends, that's a 2-hour drive. And that's just to get there. And in the case like we found out, today, to do a basketball game, you've got an IT guy you have to meet before he gets off school, which means you have to get in your car and leave your house around 2, maybe 1:30. Maybe 1:30 from your place, 1 to get to the school in time to get the IT set up. And then you play the waiting game of waiting around to get the ball game started. Once the game started, then, of course, you come home, you get up and do it all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
This week, we're broadcasting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 6 days consecutive. And if we do have 7-on-7 coverage, which I think we do, that means Sunday we're covering as well. But again, yes, it's a lot. We're broadcasting a lot of stuff, but it's nothing compared to what we can do. And that's what we want to keep driving this home to the fans that got to watch this and get to watch this.
I don't know if we have time to talk to Coach Magaña. I know he's a guy that also helps you during football season. He likes to do play-by-play, but it was I want to get his take on what the second half and what he talked to the girls about.
We'll see if he can come up here and talk to us real quick.
If you want to, I can grab him.
Yeah, I'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We'll have a visit with Coach Munguia back after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank. Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get the best-selling vehicle in America, a 2019 Ford F-150 for just 0 interest for 72 months, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0 money down. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in the...
Exactly.
And we're back live, post-game show with Coach Munguia. Coach, Second half, you had that run in the second half, Coach. What did you talk to the girls at halftime and get that pressure up in the second half?
In halftime, we talked about execution. There was a lot of opportunities that we missed in that first half, a lot of layups, shots like that. And I said, hey, second half is all about execution. I want us to execute. We should be up more than we are right now. We're just not executing. That's a matter of focus. That's a mental thing. So I said, we're going to come out. We're going to apply a little bit more pressure. We're going to look at, we'll give another look as far as the press goes, but we must capitalize and we must finish. So our goal in that second half when we came back out was to focus and finish.
Yeah, you had a 20-0 run or 22.0 run in that second half, but it was the pressure of Kenny and Nieto and some of the girls. Kenny had a quiet 17 points tonight, but
right.
It was one of those things where she's your catalyst, Coach. And we talked to in December and what she means to the team.
Yeah, she's huge, and I can't say enough about Megan. She makes us run, and the thing is, it's self-driven. It's nothing you teach, nothing you coach. It's within, and that's something that every athlete out there that wants to be elite, that wants to be a leader, that wants to lead their team. The other thing that we talked about, before the game, that taste in our mouth from our loss from last year. And I told you, our seniors have that taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
Last year they felt like they should have been a district championship, and we let it go. We lost by 4. So our seniors remember that, and it was against Agua Dulce. And our seniors said, hey, this year, Coach, I want it. They talk about up at our school we have banners, and volleyball got their banner for their great run this year. And Karime Rojas is the volleyball captain there. So, and Megan told Karime, I want my basketball banner. So Megan was out there, and Karime is such a they're like Batman and Robin. They go hand in hand, and they play such a great team together, no matter what sport it is. And our underclassmen said, you know what, seniors, we're going to help you get that. We're going to help you get that banner.
That's another thing that I want to touch on. You were able to give some of those young, some of those young girls, Coach, some time on the court.
Yes.
And in playoffs, you have to make sure that those young girls have that, Coach.
No, definitely. It's an experience. I have quite a bit of freshmen. After Megan and Karime and Mo, I have one more senior that's on the bench right there, but everybody else is underclassmen, and I wanted to get them that playoff experience, say, hey, you've been in something like this before, and not just 1 or 2 minutes. Hey, you guys played almost half of a quarter, if not a full quarter. So I thought they did well when they were out there. Little adjustments here and there on that ball pressure, but that's stuff that they'll get used to.
Yeah.
So most of those girls played on the JV.
Yeah. Weimer, Refugio.
Yeah, we're probably more than likely we're looking at Weimer. They play tomorrow in Victoria, so I'm going to take myself a little 3-hour drive out there and go take a look at the game tomorrow.
Go get that scouted. Make sure you guys check out our Real Sports Live tab. Make sure you guys go get. I think we have them everywhere in the Rio Grande Valley. There's a sweet piece on, of course, Megan Kenny in here. Coach, congratulations again on a by-district win.
And thank you to Real Sports Live for coming out and covering us tonight. We appreciate everything, guys.
Joe Bowling, we'll get him in right now as we like this little postgame thing, Coach. Joe has probably something to say about right now, but we'll come back after these messages.
Is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Palmview, Alton, West Laco, and Pharr. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit vtx1.net to find out more.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have?
We are back here as we wrap things up in Foul Furious. I got the headset on. You got me on camera. This is the post-game show as we wrap it up here at Foul Furious. And again, Freddie, a determined bunch of seniors, chip on their back, circle the game they want to win, get the banner, and they got the banner, and they got the job done, and now they move on. And that's all you ask as a coach, for the effort, back up the effort, and set new goals.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when we talked to Coach before the game, that was the imperative. When they went through the game, they did what they had to do, Coach. And it's one of those things where when everything falls into play and everything kind of falls into the fold, that's what you get. You get a victory like that, and it was an impressive victory for San Perlita.
That'll do it for our broadcast again from Foul Furious. This is Freddie Heredia, who's going to be, again, pushing the rock, the boulder, the pebble, whatever it is, up the hill to try to keep building this thing as we go along. Real Sports Live will be wherever we can be as soon as we can be there. Again, my thanks to Freddie for being here with me and enjoying the broadcast, and we'll get him in another playoff broadcast at the very least.
Appreciate it, Joe.
Till next time, from Foul Furious, San Perlita gets the win.